Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ishmael from Conjured Realm. Okay, so in today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about the 3D, accepting the 3D, and the types of things the 3D is trying to tell you when you are starting to manifest. Now, a lot of people have this misconception that the 3D is like the bad guy in the movie. The 3D is something that you try to not become friends with. The 3D is like, for lack of better words, the one you are trying to run away from. And a lot of people don't know that this is not the case. You should not be seeing the 3D in this way. Make amends with the 3D. First things first, I want to say that the 3D is here to give you feedback. Everything you are seeing in the 3D is here to help you. The things you see in front of you in the 3D is here because of a thought that you once had. This is important because it gauges you to where you have to focus your attention towards. Say people are treating you differently or they're treating you a certain type of way, you can go back and backtrack and ask yourself, what was I thinking that made so-and-so treat me this way? Or what did I do or say or think that caused the situation to happen? And that way you use the 3D as feedback to change the things that you don't longer want. But if you consistently always try to avoid the 3D, it'll be a much harder task for you to change the things that you do not like. And I'm not saying you have to accept the negative things that you don't like. We're all entitled to not like the things that we no longer want anymore, obviously. But you could start using it to your advantage to start changing the things that you don't want. You could start implementing new money affirmations and start seeing how money flows to you, how money is constantly coming in and out of your life. You could be using a new affirmation and seeing through the 3D how money starts coming to you or how money stops flowing to you. And this is helpful because it determines how much focus you should start putting into your affirmations, or how much you should change an affirmation, or how little you should be doing your affirmations or visualizations or scripting. It's very helpful. I use it so much to my advantage, and I feel like a lot of people misconstrued the 3D so much. I feel like people have like this ongoing hate for the 3D, when that's not necessarily what our life should be about. Something else I really wanted to touch up on is accepting the 3D. Now, I don't mean accept it as in you have a situation that you want to change and you do not like, therefore you should stick with that situation forever. That's not what I mean. Obviously, when we come into manifestation, we're coming into this because we want to change things in our lives. What I mean by accepting the 3D is by acknowledging that it's there, acknowledging that it is happening, and not reacting. You need to be able to see your manifestations or the 3D in this way, because depending on your reactions towards these things will decipher if you create subconscious beliefs. When we are manifesting, we are putting on our creator mode hat on. We are no longer reacting to the things that we don't want, because we know that if we do react, we're only going to persist in that reality of us encountering that thing that we don't want to happen in our life. But simply acknowledging something that we don't like and working towards shifting that 3D to something better is a better option of viewing the 3D, instead of getting angry, upset, hateful, and spiteful towards the things that you don't want. For instance, if I'm trying to manifest an SP and they're showing up in my 3D as the version of them that I don't want and I don't want to keep interacting with, I'm not going to fuss, I'm not going to vent to that person, I'm not going to get angry or upset or cause a scene because they're not doing what I internally want them to be doing. Instead, my viewpoint and my manifestation style is to recognize what is happening with that person. What are they saying? What are they doing? Now I go back into my thoughts and I look at the thoughts that I've been having about this person. Okay, why did they say this? Why did they act in this way? That way I can backtrack and use the 3D in my favor. And I keep using this as like a test subject. I don't get angry, I don't get upset, and I don't get all flustered about something that is not permanent. You can always change the 3D to whatever it is that you want. But the more you react and the more focus you put on the wrong things, the more you will continue to manifest it. All we're doing here is we're just experimenting, applying something and experimenting, and then seeing the results, applying something, experimenting, and seeing the results. And you keep doing that until you get to the results that you want. It's not about always reacting so much to the 3D, because you're going to continuously find yourself in the same loop, reacting, getting the manifestation that you don't want. And it's a cycle that just keeps on going until you change it. Anyways, I hope you guys learned something from this point of view that I was trying to get across. It's very important that you start seeing manifestation in this way rather than be so reactive all the time. I know when I was so reactive back then, when I was first starting off, my manifestations will come super slowly. So if I can help you guys avoid that as much as possible, I know I'm doing my job right. Anyways, if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit the bell notification icon so you're notified every time I post a new video. Also, if you're wanting coaching, one-on-one coaching, I'm still offering that. Please email me at conjuredrealm@gmail.com. All right, guys, happy manifesting.